Welcome to Manhwa Sensei. For overpowered manhwa stories, stay tuned and enjoy. Every living being is born with a single instinct that overrides fear, morality, and reason. When faced with death, ideals crumble, justice becomes meaningless, and only one thing remains: survival. This truth is carved deeply into the battlefield, where countless bones litter the ground, weapons shattered, and time itself feels exhausted. Standing alone in this wasteland is a man who has already failed 99 times. 99 lives, 99 regressions, 99 erased futures. And yet, here he stands again, at the edge of the 20th trial, facing the end of everything. Before him rise colossal stone guardians, celestial golems created not to be defeated, but to erase existence itself. Their bodies are engraved with divine runes that pulse faintly, radiating hostility. Beyond them, far in the distance, a sealed portal hums with overwhelming power. The man understands immediately. This is the final gate, the end of the game, and it will not open easily. Without hesitation, crimson energy gathers in his hand, condensing into a massive scythe curved like a blood-red crescent moon. The weapon hums as if alive, responding to his will. The moment it fully materializes, the golems react. One steps forward and slams its foot into the ground, activating a cursed seal. A skull-shaped red aura spreads across the battlefield, announcing the beginning of execution. The man moves first. His body blurs as he closes the distance in an instant, his scythe slicing cleanly through the golem's core. Stone cracks, divine energy disperses, and the system confirms a successful execution. His damage output increases by 100%. The remaining golems surge forward together, but he does not retreat. He activates Night of Death. Darkness devours the battlefield completely. Vision disappears. Sound dulls. The golems lose their senses, their movements turning sluggish and erratic. Guided by instinct refined over 100 lifetimes, the man moves freely through the darkness. His scythe flashes again and again, carving through stone bodies as if they were paper. Just as victory seems assured, the ground trembles violently. A massive presence rises from beneath the battlefield. A giant golem emerges, towering over the rest, its body radiating overwhelming pressure. One arm burns with roaring flames while the other freezes the air itself. Without pause, it attacks. Firestorms rain from above as ice spears erupt from the ground. Smaller golems surround him from every direction. Clicking his tongue, the man pushes his body beyond its limits. His speed increases to the point where reality itself lags behind him. Afterimages split from his body, forming spectral clones that surround the giant. The golem roars and unleashes a devastating firestorm. Explosions consume the battlefield, flames crashing down like meteors. For a brief moment, it appears as though the man has been erased. When the smoke clears, only the afterimages vanish. The real body stands untouched. The battlefield shifts as glowing blue runes spread beneath his feet. Ice surges upward, trapping him in a frozen prison. The temperature plummets instantly as the giant ascends into the air, gathering power for a final strike. The man remains calm. He waits the exact moment the giant descends. He swings. The ice shatters instantly, and the scythe's arc slices cleanly through the golem's body. The massive guardian splits in two, collapsing lifelessly. Silence follows. He steps forward into a pristine chamber resembling a sacred temple. The air feels heavy, final. For the first time in countless regressions, a smile appears on his face. He believes it is finally over. Then the system speaks. Entry requirement not met. 1 out of 5 players present. The smile freezes. The countdown begins. 5 seconds until forced elimination. His body begins dissolving into light. There is no resistance. As the countdown reaches 0, the system confirms his death. Darkness consumes everything. Then, another message appears. Rune of regression activated. All 100 uses consumed. Rune will disappear. The system announces the initiation of the 100th regression. Fireworks explode across the night sky. A massive crowd gathers, celebrating the new year. The man stands among them, fists clenched, realizing he has returned to the beginning. This time there are no retries left. And this time he will not walk alone. The moment the new year countdown reaches 0, the sky itself seems to split apart. A pressure unlike anything humans have ever felt descends upon the city, forcing laughter to die in people's throats. A voice echoes from above, calm yet mocking, questioning why humans celebrate the passage of time without understanding what awaits them next. From the torn sky, a winged figure slowly descends. Her appearance is flawless, almost unreal, as if sculpted by divinity itself. At first, the crowd believes it is part of a performance, some elaborate New Year's event. People laugh, record videos, and shout jokes. One man even insults her openly, calling her a fake angel. The angel's smile vanishes. Her eyes glow red, and without warning, the man collapses. His body hits the ground lifeless, blood spreading beneath him. Panic erupts instantly. Screams replace celebration as people finally understand this is not a show. This is real. The angel introduces herself as an overseer and calmly explains the rules of the survival game. Humanity has been selected to participate in a 20-round trial. On the first day of every month, selected humans will have their souls transferred to another world. There, they will be given quests. Failure means death. Death in that world means death in reality. Only half of the participants will survive each round. Only humans between the ages of 15 and 29 are eligible. The crowd breaks down. Some cry, some scream, others freeze in shock. Amid the chaos, one man remains calm. He has heard this explanation 99 times already. He knows exactly how this begins. With a snap of her fingers, the angel erases the city. The world turns white. Each participant awakens alone in an isolated space, unable to see or hear anyone else. The angel's voice explains that this is their only chance to adjust their physical form before the soul transfer is finalized. People immediately begin customizing themselves, choosing attractive faces, muscular bodies, and ideal physiques. The man does nothing. He has learned through countless regressions that beauty is weakness. Standing out invites danger. Survival requires efficiency, not admiration. He keeps his original appearance and silently confirms his name. Black Scythe. The white space dissolves. All participants are transported into a massive forest clearing under a darkened sky. Thousands of humans appear at once, panic spreading as they realize this is not a dream. The angel appears again, floating above them, instructing everyone to open their status windows. A translucent screen appears before each person, displaying their name, level, stats, and inventory. Confusion spreads as people struggle to understand the system. The angel tells them to check their inventory. Inside, every participant finds a single item, a rune fragment. She explains that this rune is randomly assigned and can only be used once. It will permanently imprint itself onto the user's soul, granting a unique effect. Following her instructions, people activate their runes. The fragments dissolve into light and sink into their bodies. Some feel stronger, some feel faster, others feel nothing at all. Different runes, different destinies. Then the system announces the first quest. Kill 100 goblins. At first, people laugh nervously. Goblins sound like fantasy creatures, something from games or movies. That laughter dies instantly when the forest begins to shake. Goblins appear. Not dozens. Not hundreds. Tens of thousands. Roughly 10,000 humans stand frozen as 50,000 goblins emerge from the forest, snarling, armed with crude weapons, their eyes filled with hunger and malice. The angel calmly announces the start of the first round. The goblins charge. Panic explodes. People scream, trip over each other, and flee in every direction. Some are caught immediately, torn apart as blood stains the ground. The reality of death hits hard and fast. Black Scythe moves forward. A goblin lunges at him. He steps aside and crushes its skull with a single strike. A system notification appears, awarding experience and gold. He does not slow down. He keeps killing, moving with precision and control, cutting down goblins one after another. He ignores the screams. He ignores the dying. He understands one thing clearly. Speed is everything. As he levels up, he pours every stat point into agility. His body becomes lighter, faster, sharper. His attack speed increases. His dodge rate rises. Soon, goblins struggle even to touch him. Blood covers his clothes. The goblins begin to hesitate. They see a man standing calmly amid corpses, eyes cold, movements efficient. Fear spreads even among monsters. One by one, he reaches his 100th kill. Quest complete. A system message announces it. Black Scythe has completed the quest. Moments later, another message appears. First place in his zone. Then another. First place across all zones. The rewards are announced: rare weapon selection, special reward box, and bonus gold. Other participants stare in disbelief as his name rises to the top of the rankings. But something strange happens next. The system attempts to imprint another rune. Error. Instead, a title manifests. Last time regressor. A title that restores his health completely and acknowledges his existence as the final loop. Even the system recognizes him as something abnormal. The angel returns, visibly irritated. Too many humans are dying too quickly. With a wave of her hand, the corpses vanish from the battlefield. Then, with a cruel smile, she summons another 50,000 goblins. The screams begin again. As the second wave of goblins floods the battlefield, the situation becomes far more brutal than before. Survivors who barely manage to complete the quest are forced back into combat. Their confidence shattered as exhaustion and fear take over. Screams echo through the forest as players fall one after another, their bodies collapsing under the relentless assault. Panic spreads rapidly, but Black Scythe remains calm. Having already completed his objective, he does not rush forward. Instead, he observes the chaos, watching how desperation breaks alliances and how fear turns people reckless. To him, this is familiar. He has witnessed this exact scene 99 times before. Gradually, system notifications appear as more players complete the quest, the number of survivors slowly increasing. When the required threshold is finally reached, all remaining goblins vanish instantly, dissolving into particles of light. The battlefield falls silent. Those who failed to complete the quest begin to disappear without resistance, their bodies fading away as if they never existed. Floating above the survivors, the angel announces that exactly half of the participants have cleared the first round, in accordance with the rules. The survivors will return to the real world, while the rest have been eliminated. A massive ranking board appears in the sky, and Black Scythe's name stands at the very top, first place across all zones. Murmurs spread among the players as they stare at him in disbelief. Some look at him with awe, others with jealousy, and a few with fear. No one understands how a single person could dominate the rankings so completely. The angel notices him. Unlike the others, her gaze lingers, curiosity flickering across her flawless face. She has overseen countless rounds and countless worlds, yet something about this human feels wrong. His calm, his movements, his efficiency do not match a first-round participant. Descending toward him, the angel questions the source of his strength and whether he possesses a special rune. The surrounding players fall silent, shocked that an angel would directly address a human. Black Scythe responds calmly, asking whether she can see his runes through her own status window. His tone is respectful, but there is no fear in his voice. For a brief moment, the angel stiffens before laughing it off, claiming angels can see far more than humans ever could. Still, her curiosity deepens. Then Black Scythe states that the first-place rewards are insufficient. The forest goes completely silent. Players freeze in disbelief, expecting immediate execution. The angel's smile disappears, her divine beauty twisting into something cold and dangerous. She asks if a mere human truly dares to demand more from her, reminding him that she has been watching him since the beginning and that success against goblins does not make him special. Killing intent floods the air, but she stops herself, remembering the rules. Angels are overseers, not executioners, and killing a player over personal offense would invite punishment from higher authorities. Her irritation turns into amusement. She agrees to hear his request and invites him to follow her somewhere private. Gasps ripple through the survivors as Black Scythe walks away. Deep within the forest, away from all witnesses, the angel turns to him and demands to know what reward he desires. Inside her mind, irritation boils. She has no intention of granting him anything meaningful and considers killing him quietly once the conversation ends. But before she can act, pain explodes through her body. She crashes to the ground in shock, unable to comprehend what just happened. No human should be capable of striking an angel. As she struggles to rise, she feels hands gripping her wings. A scream tears from her throat as unbearable pain surges through her back. Black Scythe stands behind her, mercilessly tearing one of her wings free. Blood sprays across the forest floor as her divine composure shatters. She begs him to stop, her voice trembling, but he mocks her reaction, commenting on how dramatic she sounds for someone who considers humans insignificant. As she writhes in agony, he reveals that he knows about the hidden dagger she carries, the weapon she planned to use to kill him once negotiations ended. Her silence confirms his accusation. Then he speaks her true name, Belle. Terror fills her eyes as she realizes no human should possess such knowledge. She demands answers, but he ignores her questions and draws his dagger. She threatens him with the wrath of the other angels, warning that they will never forgive this betrayal. That he laughs, telling her that angels are selfish beings who only care about themselves, that no one will come for her, and that she is nothing more than a disposable tool. Realizing her fate, she begs for her life, offering information, power, and secrets. Black Scythe refuses, stating that he has already learned everything he needs to know about the angels, the system, and her insignificance. Without hesitation, he drives the dagger through her heart, ending her existence. A system alert appears instantly, declaring him the first human to kill an angel. The title Angel Slayer is granted, followed by the acquisition of the Rune of Slaughter. The rune embeds itself into his soul, granting exponential growth, increasing his stats by 1% for every enemy he kills, stacking up to 100% per round. The title further grants double damage against divine beings. Black Scythe exhales slowly, realizing this is something he has never achieved in any previous regression. The true reward, however, is the Angel's Blood, a unique item that allows access to a hidden class, the Grim Reaper, a class that can only be unlocked at level 10 and only by the first Angel Slayer. A faint smile forms on his face as the system presents a choice for the next round. A triple experience boost, 2,000 gold, or information about the next trial. Without hesitation, he selects the experience boost. The system confirms the effect, and moments later, an announcement echoes across the world, declaring the end of the first round and the return of all surviving players to Earth.